What up, guys? How y'all doing? All right, we back to doing more S15 stuff. So the last time, I believe we dynoed it and then made like 230 or something like that. Since then, I definitely put a wastegate on it, up the boost, and got it to make 300 in pump gas. But I'm not happy with it being on pump gas, so I'm going to put it on E85. So today, that's what we're gonna do. Me and Eddie here, about to knock some stuff out on the 15. Already got it on the lift. I got most of my parts here. So we got fuel rail, we got fuel filter, we got fuel pressure regulator, we got flex fuel because we might as well. Then we got some fittings to make it all happen. And I got some used injectors in there that I just cleaned. We're gonna make good use of that. I think they're like 2150s or something. So they're pretty big, but since we're doing flex fuel, that's gonna be really good. So we're gonna get straight into it. I like to use the factory hardline, and from the factory hardline, I'm gonna go straight to the filter, and then out the filter, it's gonna be an AN line that goes straight to the rail up there, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the factory return. We're gonna turn it into AN with a compression fitting and go to the regulator and then go to the rail. So I'm gonna dive right into it and start pulling it apart. I gotta take the intake off, which kind of sucks. Eddie, you gonna take the intake off for me?
Sure.
Eddie thinks he got it. I don't think he got it, but we'll teach him at least. All right, so started to take the intake off. This thing is pretty easy. I like S15s and S14 SRs because it's top mount intake, like, you know, the throttle body's up top versus being at the bottom. And it's pretty easy. You just take all these bolts off right here. Obviously, I'll have to take this couple off, unplug the TPS and all of these sensors right here, and then we should be good to go. Obviously, don't forget the brake booster hose in the back, and that'll take it right off. All right, so just like that, it's off. I already started putting the iridium little spaces so you could do the top feed injectors. Old rate is out over there. New rail about to go in, about to put the injectors in. This is Eddie helping me. You helping me, Eddie? All right, so I just cut the hard line. I used the compression fitting, which makes a 516 into a 6AN. And I did the same for return back there. Now we can bring the car back down. We'll mount the regulator up top over there, and then we'll start making lines. And then this thing's gonna be ready. I just gotta add the flex fuel sensor somewhere in between here, maybe down here. All right, update time. Rail is in, injectors are wired, regulators there, lines are ran. I literally just have to put the upper intake back on. I got carried away, deleted some coolant lines to the throttle body to make things more simple. So I don't, next time I gotta take it off, it ain't gonna take me so long. And I also welded up those two ports under there because you can't reach them anyways to put vacuum line in it. And I drilled and tapped the rear and made a vacuum port there. So now I don't have to like fight to get vacuum lines on and off. So now it's simplify. It would just be pretty much pull all the bolts and disconnect the IAC line, PCV, boom, and it'll come out. So I'm gonna slap that back together. Let's see if we can get this thing running. I got some wiring to do, which kind of sucks, but that's part of it. So I gotta flex fuel. And if I'm gonna do that, I might as well run wires. So oil pressure sensor, fuel pressure sensor, and I'm probably gonna run wires so we can do coil unplug next. At least I could run them out here and have it in the same loom that I make for those sensors. So whenever I decide to ditch this guy and put a regular SR20 cast in there, we should be good. So let me get to putting it back together, making it all simple. All right, guys, so it's down off the lift. I already made a harness right here, like a loom. It has extra coil wires and stuff hidden, and I wired the flex fuel sensor. Everything's good. I'm gonna call it a night there because it's obviously dark now. Took up a lot of my Saturday, so I'm gonna just set the bass tune so I can still drive it, and then we'll pick up on this tomorrow. All right, so we back. I drove this thing today. This is a customer's car. It's a VVL car, and that motivated me to do the dyno on this because this makes like 800 horsepower. and I'm over here at like 300. So maybe if I can get half of that, I'd be good in this. And yes, it's late again. I got carried away taking care of some other stuff today, even though it's Sunday. Got some work done still. So yeah, let's dyno this thing. See if we can turn it up a bit. Alright, so this first pull will just leave that on pump gas with the new injectors and the flex fuel sensor. Just to verify that the power is still there, still making 290, 300. And then we'll start pumping something into the car and going up from there. All right. So yeah, verification pulls work good. I end up doing 2. Car still makes 295, which is right under 300, and 250 foot-pounds of torque. This is like, I think like 14 pounds and like 13, 14 degrees, I think, which is good. But on the 85, the goal is to try to be at like 400 horsepower. So we still need like 105 horsepower on the 85, which I think we can get. This poor little engine's been going through it so far and hanging in there. We'll find out if it's good for 400 horsepower. Now, just a refresher, this is the stock NA S15 SR20 that comes in here. Only thing I did was the turbo kit. No head studs, no gasket, anything. Just sending it to the moon, see if she can take it. Did a little dizzy in there, hanging on. So everything seems to be working so good. Let's pour some E in this thing and start turning it up. All right, so first pull on E85. It's actually on E60 because it's had a little bit of pump gas in there, but should be more than enough for us to raise the boost a little bit. Let's see how she do. Alright, so that was a pretty wild limiter. It's a injection cut limiter, so that's why it sounds like that. 306, 360. It only raised like 1 pound up here. So yeah, I'm gonna just fix the boost controller and then we're gonna get into some more. Not bad though. All right, so let's see what we got there. We're getting there. 346 and pretty much 300 foot-pounds of torque. I'm gonna try to keep the torque there and bring the power up some more. Obviously, I lit off because I don't want to hit the limiter. But yeah, it's looking nice and healthy. Let's keep going. So we're so close, 15 horsepower away. A little worried about the torque, but Yeah, so now we're starting to have ignition problems. It's starting to break up a little bit up top, which is getting to be kind of annoying. I could probably gap the plugs down some more and it'll be all right, but I should probably just go ahead and put the coil on plug setup I have sitting for this thing. It's kind of cool because I like just keep testing and seeing what the limits are of stuff we have there. I'm sure we can make more on that coil if I gap the plugs. Maybe I should just do that just so we could probably see if we can finish off and get right to that 400 mark. We're right there. Maybe I should. All right, guys, look at that. That's crazy. We made 409, 321 on the 85, and we made 294 and 248 on pump gas. This is 15 pounder boost, and this is 22 pounder boost. Little stock NA engine makes some good power. Yeah, I mean, as how long it's gonna last, I don't know. That's the next test. I can't wait to go rip this thing. So yeah, I'm gonna get the car off the dyno. I might not go rip it tonight because it's a little dark. And I'm gonna try to get some in-car footage for you guys. So, all right, that's good. Not bad. If y'all got any questions, comment below. So far, so good. It ain't pushing no coolant. It's not getting hot. It's not misfiring. It's not pushing oil. It's pretty healthy. Look at that. I don't even have a catch can hooked up, and this thing's not blowing no oil out. So that's pretty good. Let's see how she do. Trying out a new phone mount in the car. I think I'll need to add the mic if the sound is not good on this. But let's go drive this thing. See what 400 horsepower and a SR20 horsepower feel like. It should be real linear because I'm trying not to break the rods or bend the rods or crush a bearing, so all the power is really up top. But yeah, let's see what it's like. Makes all the right noises now. It ain't bad once you keep the car above like $3 grand, 3,500. It feels pretty good. Get out here. Ooh, look at that. Empty stretch of road. Let's do a pull. I'll do 1 to 3. Not bad. It feels like something now. It's pretty rowdy. The limiter actually sounds good. It's on an injection cut. It feels good. I can live with that for now. But yeah, I wanted to wrap up by saying the green line is where this car started with the auto trans, and 409 is where we're at, which is almost triple the horsepower and triple the torque of where we started. So that's pretty crazy. I hope this thing is reliable as far as at this power level. I mean, it probably wouldn't be, but we're gonna find out. There's no true info out there or like videos or anything showing the capability of the stock engine and how far you can take it, being risky, and I feel like I'm being a little risky with it. Comment below, tell me if you guys like this type of stuff with my builds. I know I kind of like ran through it and I didn't show a lot of the work, but I don't feel like, I want to bore you guys with seeing me turn wrenches. Like, that's not what I'm here for. Obviously I want to work on stuff and get it done fast, and I've been trying to keep up with the recording, but been pretty consistent with this build, and we got here now pretty fast. Can't wait to get onto the competition car. That's going to be a little bit more wild and way more power. So hope you guys like this stuff. Like, share, subscribe, and keep up my YouTube channel. Let's keep growing. Let's make 2025 great. I'll see y'all later.